It's a 12:15 again. Standing in a corner with your friends, trying to see just where you went, just where you've been. Oh no, yeah, no. And it's never again. These things been letting you down. I can't figure out what's wrong with me. Yeah, I feel like you say you're running off, and I wish you would. So you on that trip, and you fell. By the way you talk, I can tell. I'm just being honest, you know pretty well. Know you be good well. Hey Ari, how you doing, girl? How you doing today? I'm doing good. Girl, I've had a long afternoon. Hey, Mrs. LM, how you doing? Hi. How are you? Can y'all hear me okay? I'm not too low. They're great. They go back to school tomorrow. Thank y'all for liking the live. But yeah, they start school tomorrow, so we've been prepping all week to get them ready. Weekend and week. So they have mixed emotions about it. Yeah, I know. Some people's kids are not going back until the end of the month. Yeah. Yes. One second, you guys. All right, I'm back, you guys. At least for the kids, yeah, I know. They're like, oh, we got to get up at 6 a.m. So we have to do a test run a day just to make sure their alarms are set. So, yep, it's the beginning of the year. Hi, Mrs. L. How are you? You had to get up. I know. I don't think any kid really enjoys getting up early for school. I think that's a universal feeling, Ari, because I remember struggling too. And then when I became a senior, like some days I would go to school later in the day. I would just be like, I'll just take half of a attendance point because I had friends that could drive by then. So I would just like do half a day at school. But then it caught up to me at the end of the year because I did it a little too much. They're like, oh, you got to make these credit hours up before you graduate. I'm like, dang. So I had to miss senior skip day because I was senior skipping through the year. Huh? Hey, guys. Thank y'all for liking the live. No. You'd rather get up early out of free will, right? But you know what they say? They say that the school system is to train you for the workforce. So it makes a lot of sense why people are trained to get up early and spend 8-9 hours of their day at a workplace. Yeah, it's all intentional. It's on purpose. So yeah, thank you guys for giving the chat a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Mrs. L, you want to know about Jay? Is Jay going to take action on me? Okay, let's see. This is for Mrs. LM. Is Jay going to take action on her?
is Jay going to take action on her? Jay. I do see like he is going to come in with some type of action. The Knight of Cups is here. So that's like a gesture of like him basically, saying something that he possibly likes you, or if it's more of like you wanting to know if he's going to come back and reconcile with you or something, like yes. Okay, after you guys maybe have had a tower moment with each other. Hey, Shakira. I only got one real quick. So Aaron told me he's giving me the last little bit of money to get me there. There's third parties. Yeah, he has to end that connection with the third party. That's why you guys had a tower before he could come in with the Knight of Cups. But I do see him coming towards you once he ends the third party situation. You're welcome. Real quick. So Aaron told me he is giving me the last little bit of money to get me there. I'm supposed to come next week. Do you see him doing that? And do you see me going down there? Okay, so will Aaron give Shakira the last bit of money next week? And is she going to go down there? They may just break up. I mean, it may just be one of those things where the connection just ends on its own without, sometimes people try to make things work, but sometimes it's not meant for things to work out for people. So I feel like it'll just be a natural ending to the relationship he's in. They may already have their problems. All right, so will Aaron send money this Friday to Shakira for her to go out of town, and is she gonna go? Aaron, give Shakira the money Friday to go out of town. Yep, no problem. One second, you guys. Let me switch this deck. I don't like the way this deck shuffles. I forgot this was a deck that gives me a hard time. One moment. I'm going to use a different deck, y'all. Hold on. Okay, this feels much better. All right, so will Aaron give Shakira the money Friday to go out of town? Spirit. Yeah, this feels much better. Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So yes, he'll give you the money on Friday. The amount that's remaining for the page is like it's adding to what he sent before. So he will. Yeah, I'm seeing him send it. Yep, Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Empress. Yes, he will send you the money. All right, now will Shakira go out of town next week? Will she go out of town next week? Yes, I see you going out of town, but I see you trying to figure out. I see you trying to sort things out because you got a couple heavy burdens going on right now. But I see you finding a way to make that all balance out. Okay. So Nine of Wands is reversed here, so maybe there's a situation going on to where you may just allow someone to kind of take on some of your challenges so you can get out of town. Or I see someone taking on your challenges so you can get out of town. Okay. But yeah, I see you going. I see you going out of town. Let's do the Temperance. Temperance is clarified by the Queen of Swords. So yeah, I see you going out of town. Yep. Because it's almost like you stuck to your word, so I'll stick to mine. So the Queen of Swords is here with the Temperance. Okay. All right. That's what I got for you, girl. Thank y'all for liking the live. Hope everybody's day is going well. It don't even feel like a Tuesday. Does anybody else have a question? Thank you, Ari. Yeah, I was gonna come live yesterday, but it was my son's birthday, and there was just so much going on. I can't believe I'm a mom of a teenager now. So crazy. She's the best one ever. Thanks, son. So yeah, we had celebration for him, and yeah, it was nice. Can't believe we're almost at the end of August. Them Virgos gonna be coming in the chat. Virgos in the chat. Yeah. I still can't believe that the summer is about to be over. It's freaking insane. I know we still have time for the temperature to shift over, but yeah. I don't know. Okay, Ari. I still can't believe Hayden Panettiere is dead. Like, what in the heck? What in the millennial is happening? You don't think you asked your mod question yet? I mean, if you didn't send a screenshot or anything to the group, then you probably didn't. That's the only way that I would know if you asked already. But I don't think you did. These angel cards are so pretty. So beautiful. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Can you tell how fall possibly winter be like for me and Lesky, the Aries? Okay. You gotta find a babysitter. And I gotta volunteer that day for my job, but I gotta find a replacement and get my hair done. Got it. Yeah, I saw some opportunities, people taking some weight off your shoulders. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Chevish. Call wasn't going through? Hold on, wait. Let me catch up. Tell me why I sat here and was trying to get in this stupid Empower ride this whole time. And they tried me. Oh no. It would be amazing if we're still going strong by those 2 seasons. Okay. Yeah, let's see. All right. Dumbass wasn't responding to my text or nothing. Call wasn't going through. And then I seen him right past me and I screamed, "What the fuck you doing?" Then he wanna stop. Now he wanna stop. That's so ghetto. Come on my mouth. I need a babysitter. Welcome to my world, girl. All right, so let's see how things are gonna be going between Ari and the Aries. Between the fall and the winter. Let's see. I'm just gonna pull a couple cards for the fall and a couple cards for the winter, okay? Let's look at the fall for Aries and her Aries. Ari and her Aries. By the 4 swords reversed and the moon reversed. I just see like the fall, you guys are going to be pretty busy. It's a lot of there's a lot of things y'all going to be doing together. And the moon is reversed here. So I feel like you guys are going to be learning each other on a deeper level, trying to understand each other. Okay. But the nice thing about the moon reverse in a relationship is it's a nice card because it means two people are being transparent. There's no hidden motives, hidden situations. So I think y'all are going to be more so trying to really get deep in this connection. Like it's getting past a certain stage. You know what I mean? You know how like when you first start dating somebody, it's very light, very light. Y'all are just kind of hanging out and getting your rhythm. But once the fall hits, you guys are going to be getting a lot more emotionally connected. Okay. Tell me more. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords here with the Hierophant, okay? And you guys are going to be trying to like figure out when are you guys going to be ready to reveal your relationship to other people. Because I see people speculating. The Seven of Swords is here, maybe even your parents. Maybe your mom notices something different about you or his parents or y'all friends or whatever this is. But I feel like y'all are going to be trying to figure out when to say y'all are together. And then I actually do see you guys confessing that you are in a relationship. So the fall time is going to be a time where you guys come out with your relationship. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Let me catch up to the comments. Sorry, I was looking at the spread. We started the ride when I wasn't in the car, and I'm like, did he pick up someone else? But no, I get in his car and it was empty. He tried to start the ride and act like he picked me up. He's very patient. Oh, okay. I see. So it's the ride for the Empower ride. Is that what you're talking about? He's very patient, being Aries too. He has not lost his temper at all yet. We were already busy right now too, kind of, but we might be even more busy. This is more so like y'all getting closer emotionally. It's like, yeah, y'all gonna be busy because the Four of Swords is reversed. So that's letting me know they're like y'all gonna be doing all types of things together, like how y'all are right now. But just emotionally getting deeper with each other. Oh wow, that's crazy, Shevish. Where are you trying to go to? You trying to get home? Because it's Tuesday, right? Yeah, okay. I don't know why I'm thinking it's the weekend. My day's been so thrown off. The Seven of Swords is a little concerning, but it may not be. Yeah, so when I pull these cards, you guys, like, try to allow me to, like, dig into that energy because I know you guys, like, y'all may just look at the basic understanding of it, but I'm intuitive. So when you hear that card or you hear a tower or you hear the devil, don't, like, freak out, okay? That's what the gift is about being intuitive as a reader, because those cards can mean a lot more than just the main messages. Okay, so with the Seven of Swords, yes, it can be a card of deception and it can be a card of someone being sneaky, but in the terms of what you're asking, it's coming off like you guys are trying to be very strategic, because Seven of Swords is also a card of strategy. So you guys are trying to be strategic in how you're going to let everyone know that you're in a relationship. Here. Charm in. Hold on, you guys. My daughter wants me to put her raincoat on. Charm in there and then charm in there. Good job. Yeah, it's not bad. Yep, Jude's going to take my money if I cancel. I was going to have to pay a cancellation fee. What? Okay, so let's look at the winter for you and your Aries leather, Ari. Yes, a romantic now, but kind of more physical. Still a relationship, though, right? Yes. And apparently people say it's hard to get in touch to get a refund from them. Oh my gosh, what kind of customer service? All right, let's look at the winter. So that's the fall, Ari. Let's look at the winter between you and the Aries. How's their relationship going to be going in the fall? Yeah, and it could also depend on other factors. You know, you got to look at his sun's, or excuse me, his rising, his moon, you know, so you guys may have some opposites there as to why. And then you also want to pay attention to another thing, which is called Deacon Ruler. So Deacon Ruler, there's 3 Deacon Rulers for each sign. So this is kind of like the narrative that you're saying, oh, he's an Aries, but he's a different type of Aries to me. So his deacon ruler is probably different than yours, and the deacon ruler depends on what time of the month or what time of your season you were born. That's why you may not see two Capricorns that are similar. It depends on when each Capricorn was born. So for instance, for me, my deacon ruler is Mercury. So I can come off sometimes more like a Mercury ruled Capricorn than a Capricorn that's born in the beginning of January, which they are ruled by Venus. So they may be the Capricorn that's a little bit more Venus like energy. So yeah, look at the deacon rulers for y'all, and that may also explain that. All right. Now we go into winter. Now we do have the death card. Do not freak out, okay? The death card talks about this is the transition for you guys as y'all going into the winter. Winter is when the seasons change, things start to die off. That's what winter means for you guys, the death card, okay? So we have the high priestess here. Now, the high priestess is here with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And the Seven of Wands. So I do see a change coming in. You said your mom's a Taurus, right, Ari? Let's look at the High Priestess to the Queen of Pentacles for y'all. The Temperance. Okay. Seven of Wands. Now, this may come at a time where you may be trying to figure out if you want to move in with your boyfriend. And I'm going to tell you why I see that. Because you have the Seven of Wands here, and your mom may start to give you a hard time. She may not like that you're hanging out with this guy so much. She may, like, if she finds out, if you haven't told her, and let's say she finds out you're in a relationship, right? So your mother is going to start kind of nitpicking with you. She's going to kind of start putting her foot down when it comes to you and this guy's relationship. But he also said he's not planning to stay in Georgia, so that's a big problem. I don't plan on doing nothing long distance. Man, so this is ass. Wait, hold on. I'm seeing two different comments. Hold on one second. So Ari, and I'm gonna get back to you, Shevish. So Ari, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like an imbalance between home and the connection with him, because your mom may feel like, oh, you're never home and you're not doing this and you're not doing that, and she may feel like you're caught up in your relationship with that guy. Yeah. She has a hunch, right? The high priestess is someone who kind of watches you. So this comes off like your mom is kind of like laying it low, as far as like what she's noticing. But then in the wintertime, it's going to get more apparent about y'all too. She's going to figure it out that he has his own place because you're never home. You get what I'm saying? And so I kind of see you and him kind of figuring out what you guys are going to do, because you have the Two of Wands, which means another opportunity presents itself, and you're going to be deciding on if you want to start living with him. Because you're kind of going to weigh the pros and the cons as far as like, okay, and not saying you're going to be using him, but you're going to be looking at it like, okay, I have transportation to get to work. We're emotionally close now. Like, I don't have to worry about certain things of him taking my food, like my other roommate. Like, this is my actual boyfriend. And I just see you kind of trying to figure out if you're going to want to live with him, or you both figuring out if that's the best move to make, because I see issues with your mom. And that's why I said the death card could talk about something happens that is going to cause a transition or an ending, but not an ending in your relationship, because you guys are not coming out as separated. Okay, I don't see like a Two of Cups reverse. I don't see a Three of Swords energy. This is more so your situation, your living situation. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So I don't see a breakup at all. I actually see you guys getting much, much closer. And then I see a transition possibly happening in the winter to where you guys may kind of talk about living together, because mom is just going to be kind of complaining and tripping about you not being home. And maybe your mom during the winter time, maybe she kind of deals with some type of seasonal depression. So you may feel like that she just wants you at home all the time. And you're like, I'm an adult now. Like, I need my freedom. I need my space. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's kind of like what I'm seeing as far as like the fall and the winter for you and your boo. Okay. Yeah. And sometimes parents could just be overly, they could be overly worried. They could just, you know, All right. So sorry, Shevish. Let me catch up to you, girl. I was just trying to give Ari as much as I could give her. Okay. Now, you said, my question is, will me and Q enter a committed relationship or not? Because I don't think it's just, I don't think so. It's just been, it's just too many damn challenges to keep him consistent as a friend. Because he does have a, yeah, look up Deacon Ruler, Ari. He does have an attention span of a toddler. I need my phone. No, thank you. And he entertains too many people to where he forgets about your existence because someone else is calling him all damn day. Like it's not an exaggeration when I say he be on his phone all day because his people's calling him. Yeah, Ari. Yes, I read that. But also, he said he's not planning to stay in Georgia, so that's a big problem. I don't plan on doing nothing long distance, man. This is so ass. Okay, so now he said he don't plan on staying in Georgia. Mm-hmm. She can be kind of a helicopter parent. My man has a roommate, but he's open to a new place at some point. Yeah, that's what I said. I see y'all transitioning into maybe living together, Ari, because he may be kind of just ready to not kick his roommate out. He may just be ready to have his own, and then it's like, well, since we are fine and you got your situation going on, like why don't we just move in together? Like I just kind of see maybe a conversation being had about that. Oh, did you? Nice. All right, so let's look at Shevish and Q. Spirit Shevish wants to know, will her and Q be in a committed relationship? Excuse me. I have to drink my Bloom, you guys. That wakes me up every time. He has a contract with a basketball team. He told me he plays, but I didn't know he was in a contract. But he says he wants to get in another contract with a better offer because for the one for Georgia doesn't pay him or have the benefits he wants. Okay, I got you. Will Shevish and Q be in a committed relationship, Spirit? Yes, you guys have the Two of Cups coming out. I see a relationship happens after a tower energy happens between y'all. So let's look at that. So you got the Two of Cups. I'm going to set that to the side for just a second to look at this tower energy with the Five of Swords. I do see you guys kind of like, so the tower, it can talk about something kind of like wasn't built off of an actual structure. So the way that things are going, that's going to come to an end, okay? I do see with the Five of Swords here, there's a lot of issues with communication right now. Now we got the Queen of Wands here with the Ace of Wands. So I see this happening after you kind of have just taken your own power back into your hands with this, and you're just like, whatever, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen, and there is going to be an opportunity for you guys to actually come together. But remember when I told you that I saw this being later? This is not going to be right now, but I still see it. You guys are going to there's going to be some changes that happen before you guys can get together. That's why you have the Death card here and the Nine of Wands. So Spirit is saying protect your peace by all means. You're not meant to like go through the storm with him. If he's not being consistent right now, he's not doing what you need him to do, then okay, let that tower fall, because that's obviously not something you want to build off of, right? But there's going to be changes that happen first before you guys can get in this Two of Cups energy. Yeah. I've actually talked about moving to other apartments, not exactly moving in together, but when I see a nice house or apartment complex when he drives, I say something. Yeah, and even if you guys lived in the same area, it could go either way, but I ultimately saw some action or thoughts of like taking action on the living situation just because of what your mom is saying and how she's acting. And he says he may sign a contract that requires him to move when it's up. So that's where I am getting right now because he's gone. What, baby? Where's the zipper? Okay. Here you go, sweet girl. Love you. Like I get you got a short attention span and you got a lot of people on your dick and everything, but I care about priority. I need to have some sort of priority always, not when I say something. Yeah. So how can I give you advice on this? What I would say is this is a divine timing situation. If he is not the guy that you want him to be right now, then that's okay, because it's like I told you, spirit has to kind of work on him a little bit so that you're not getting this version of him. That's why he's got to go through his transformation with the death card. It's unavoidable. He's not going to be able to stay away from the transformation. But this is one of those situations where you guys come back around to each other and there is an opportunity for romance. Now, again, you guys have free will. So if you guys decide that you want to date other people, that can happen too. But for the energy right now and where things are headed, there's still an opportunity for a relationship to happen later. Um, Yeah. So I would just fall back on it. I mean, you got the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Take back your power in this situation, and that's going to be that. You don't got to tolerate this at all. You can literally just treat him as uh, someone you just work with, you know, cut the cord. He doesn't deserve this from you right now. Like, he doesn't deserve all this effort and energy from you because he's not in a place to receive it correctly, right? So, this is kind of like, a training wheels. He's not ready to take the training wheels off the bike right now. He's going through a transformation. That's why my list was so glossy. Thank you. So, that's like where I'm getting at with it. Yeah. But be real with yourself, Shevish. This is me being honest with you. Knowing what you know, do you feel like that you're kind of going up against the grain because of just kind of wanting a desired outcome? Because I feel like, if he's already showing you a couple times that he's not going to be consistent, then what's the main goal? Like, what is the outcome that you want right now? And that's not something you have to put in a chat, but it's something to think about. Like, what is the outcome that you're trying to get? And is it worth you being stressed out about it? And if you could say not really, let him do him. Release his energy. Block his number if you want. Whatever. Don't expect anything from him. And when he gets to talking, hey, guess what? We're not on that level. And I'm not going to entertain you outside of work. I'll say hi to you, but we're not doing that. So I see you standing in your power and being like, absolutely not. Okay? Because I deserve someone who's going to give me what I want. So if you can't do that, cool. I'll cut you off. You look so pretty. Your shoes match your dress. They're the same color. I love that for you. He told me how he just really wants me to call him or whatever because he really does do be busy and driving around, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so if that's not something you want to do, you also have a choice. You don't have to bend because he's saying, oh, I want you to call me. No, I don't want to call you. Cool. It just shows that y'all are just not in the same headspace when it comes to communication. That's why I say y'all had that 5 of Swords with that tower. Now, whether y'all look, the tower is inevitable. Okay, this is talking about a connection does not work out right now. There's not enough things built. There's not enough solid foundation for the connection to really grow. So either way, however y'all want to slice it, whether you actually do start trying to call him or he still tries to text, the connection is still going to kind of hit a roadblock because you guys are not ready to come into alignment yet, right? So it's still going to do that. But that's why Spirit is saying take your power back right now. Now you have a Saturn transit hitting you in whatever house it's in, but I know you have a moon in Capricorn. I have a friend, a best friend, who also has, I actually have 2 best friends that have moons in Capricorns. I need you to look and see how Saturn is affecting you because Saturn is retrograde right now and it could be affecting your relationships with people. Not even just romantically. not even romantically. This could be just in general, or you could be finding that things are more difficult to materialize for you in whatever sector Saturn is hitting your houses. So that is also possibly why this is happening. Like, it's friction. So for me, for instance, I have a lot of heavy Saturn dominant energy in my chart. I have literally like a Saturn, what do they call it? When you have multiple planets in one part of your houses, stellium. I have a Capricorn stellium. So Saturn retrograde is affecting me in so many different ways. And it's frustrating because I just want things to work. I just want things to make sense, right? But Saturn is here and it's kind of like, no, you got to delay here. You got to learn this, or you got to do this work. And Saturn retrograde lasts until December. Okay. And we still obviously have post shadow period for retrograde, but things will start to lighten up as we go into the new year. Um, so I just want you to think about that and kind of look at what Saturn is trying to show you, or why these lessons are happening right now, because it's something you're not going to be able to avoid. And I get your desire that you want people to work with you in your life. I understand that. But there is something that you may need to look deeper at into why this transit is hitting or affecting you like that. We're also in post eclipse season. So things are not making sense right now. Yes, things are up in the air. It's crazy, because we have the eclipse energy that's still affecting most of us. My sleep has been completely nuts, and all that good stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the sky. You know what I mean? Let me catch up to you. But that's not giving equal to me. So no, I'm not gonna call and call and call. On top of that, I called just for him to be like, oh, I'll call you back. I'm on the phone. That pissed me off because he did it twice. I'm not even rushing a relationship. That's the thing. I'm trying to be a friend. No, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is take the hands off of the reins. Like, if it's not working, whether you're trying to be his friend, whatever, release it. That's what I'm saying to you. That way you're not hitting your head up against the wall trying to figure out why he's not doing this, and that. And the universe is showing you, like, it's not time. It's not time for you guys to even be friends. Like, just let him do him. You take your power back. That's why you had got that Queen of Wands. You want consistent people in my life in general, and he's not even doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna need to fall back. Yeah, fall back. I know it sucks. It's like, why can't he just get it right? But yeah, sometimes people just, you gotta let him hit their head or something. He's stubborn. He's a Leo. Leos are stubborn. They're fixed signs. What are Q's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards now on the end of the month? I've been giving him attitude, telling him, you don't gotta call me back in from here. I'm gonna take a step back, bro. This ain't nothing new. Yeah, I know. Having Capricorn placements is annoying. It seems like the same lessons get repeated, but I think with this retrograde, it's kind of like amplifying it. But once it's over, I think the restrictions will lighten up, because, like I say, it's so many other transits that's happening that seem like it's creating delays and friction. But whenever I'm frustrated about something, girl, I just go to astrology. I just be like, look, this stuff ain't making sense. I'm over it. I want to know what's the reason behind it. And usually astrology will tell you what's wrong. It'll tell you why it's happening. She's crying? Okay, Zion, can you grab your sister? She woke up and cried? Oh, no.
I woke her up.
You woke her up. Why you wake up your baby sister? Hi, Jacob. You took a short nap, man. So it's honestly pushing me to isolate. People are annoying. Yeah, I get it, girl. Get the baby. Okay, Shevish, I got you, girl. My bad. Let me flip these cards. It just be irritating me when these cards be flipped out weird. Let me see. Okay. So let's look at his thoughts, feelings, and intentions from now until the end of the month. Let's see what's going on. See what's going on. What do you need, Zyla? Oh, he's upstairs. Okay. Just sit on her chair. All right. So what are Q's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Shevish now to the end of the month? Thoughts, feelings, intentions from now until the end of the month when it comes to Shevish. His thoughts, thoughts, feelings. What do you do? Don't push, Jakey. And intentions. Don't push, but thank you. Don't push, buddy. All right, so let's get to it. All right. So when it comes to his feelings, we have the Temperance with the Five of Cups. The Temperance is someone who desires balance, and they're in this situation with you. He does desire balance, but with the Five of Cups, he's realizing that he is having a hard time maintaining it. The Five of Cups could also be someone that's kind of got a lot going on in their own emotional world, and they're not looking at the two cups behind them. So he could be getting distracted, like you said, with other things that are emotionally draining him. And so it's like he's not seeing you waving the white flag behind him, right? This man is emotionally distracted. So he's going to be like in his head, like, I wish that I could give her that reciprocation. I see her effort. I see what she's trying to do. But with my situation going on, I can't really pour into her cup. You get what I'm saying? I can't pour into her cup. So that's his emotions. Let's look at his thoughts. His thoughts is the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups here. So his thoughts is like, he thinks you're a great girl. He feels like that you're a woman that's very empathetic. You're someone that really does care about him. He sees you as a very genuine person. Okay. And you do deserve better. He's agreeing to that. You do deserve a more consistent friend, someone who's going to show up for you. But with the Chariot reverse here, he just doesn't necessarily know how he's going to do that. He feels like with the Chariot reverse, like he's kind of at a standstill with how he could even incorporate you into his everyday life. Okay. He just has a lot of emotional drama going on right now. You caught him in the thick of the shadow work. Remember when I told you that a couple readings ago, I said he is in the thick of shadow work, especially with Chiron hitting Taurus. All fixed signs are going through some sort of shadow work with Chiron and Taurus. So anyway, he just doesn't necessarily know how to move this forward with you, even though you're coming up as genuine and sincere. Okay. His intentions is the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. You're going to get hot, cold energy from him. He may come off like, yeah, hit me up today. And then you're like, okay, all right, you promise you're going to hit me up, or you going to come, whatever. It's like he's going to be in this energy of like, what's the word? It's like he comes in with this burst of energy or this behavior, like he's gonna say that he's gonna do something, and then the Knight of Pentacles is here, which he starts dragging his feet. Okay, so this may be like, hey, you want to hang out this weekend? I got a little free time on my schedule. You're like, okay, cool. Then that weekend comes and he's not responding, or he's like, oh, my bad, I got busy. That's the energy I'm getting. It's just hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Okay. That's why you have that Knight of Wands and that Knight of Pentacles. Two completely different energies. So his intentions is like, yeah, I want to do these things with you, but then it's like, I forgot I had this going on. Oh, I forgot I got this. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It just seems like it's never a good time. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I would just kind of fall back and focus on Shevish because, this is somebody who's got a lot going on. They got a lot going on. So it is what it is. I thought you were taking him upstairs. What happened? Hey, Jakey. I'm not bringing up nothing about going out. I'm throwing my hands up. LOL. I'm not bringing up nothing else about communication. I'm going to just ignore his ass and him do him and let him do him. Yeah. Yes, it's definitely giving that energy. He just got too much going on, girl. I got you. I know what you meant. Yeah, he just got too much going on, girl. Now, what those things are that he got going on, I don't know, but he just seemed overwhelmed. Do a lot of people depend on him for certain things or something? I don't know. I'm hearing this thing about people depending on him for stuff too. Yeah, see, that's what I was hearing. I'm like, dude, why do you have that candle, dude? Get that candle from your brother. He's supposed to be upstairs playing and he's grabbing candles. Thankfully, it's not lit. Hey, Alexis. Yeah, so I'm always able to tap into him, girl, even though I don't be wanting to, because I don't like to go into the channeling part unless that's what you want me to do. But anyway, I just heard that small message. He's overwhelmed. It's a lot going on in his home life. It come off like the trophy kid, like he has the contract, he has certain things going for him, and it just seemed like he got a lot of leeches around him, and that might be why he wants to move as well. I think it's deeper than what he's telling you, Shevish. He wants to move because he's tired of people using him. Did you get that candle from him? Yep. So I said he got a lot going on, girl. So I get, and I'm not saying this to be rude or to come off like a level of like detached, but I'm telling you, like, just fall back and take it easy on him, okay? He's got some transitions going on that's out of his control, some of them. And so if he's not being a good guy to you right now, I think it's more so his circumstances, and he really don't know if I think like he doesn't want to drag you into that because it's deeper than a lot of stuff that he's telling you. And I was telling you that before, he got a lot going on. So try not to internalize it and take it personal. That's what I'm getting at. Like, because people go through shit. You know what I mean? And to be honest, like, if you're gonna be a friend to him, right? Because we have friends, and sometimes our friends go through shit and they don't talk to us for a while. And it's nothing personal. They just going through shit. And we like, okay, you know what? I will allow that because you're a human being. I'm not gonna put that pressure on you to maintain a friendship right now. You got a lot going on. I have my best friend. Sometimes we'll go weeks without talking to each other. Doesn't mean that we don't care about each other. No, it just means that we're going through stuff, right? So when we come back together, obviously we talk about everything, but just give him a little grace. Don't be so hard on him. And then you guys just met. You just met this guy. So it's like you can't put that type of pressure on the friendship or whatever you're trying to grow. You were writing a reading about Jay starting therapy. He told me he started EMDR. Okay, I got you, Zyla. Art therapy last week. Good. I'm glad that he is. Well, I didn't care how we're gonna have a relationship because if he's wanting to move, yeah. And you don't ever know. You don't know how this is gonna like lay out. Maybe he comes back home. Like you gotta. Don't be so focused on the little details. Just stay kind of like optimistic because you don't know how the universe is gonna do this with him. But I'm telling you, he's running because of his family. It's not truly because of the money, Shevish. If that was the case, he would have been tried to move. This is something else. But he's using this as a cover up because he doesn't really want to go into deep detail about his life. So just kind of know that, like, yeah, take what he's saying as a grain of salt. There's more to that story than what he's saying to you. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, you poopy? Tell me, he said poopy. Oh, poopy. I poopy, mama. Okay, ladies, hang tight, okay? I gotta change my son. Shevish, if you could keep the chat going, I would appreciate it. And then when I get back, we'll talk, okay? BRB. He is not getting any cake. All right, I'm back, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Sorry about that. All right, so let's see. Well, half the time people don't be going through nothing. I'm fed up with people ghosting, etc. I can't expect nothing. LOL, no. I expect basic communication skills. I'm not moving on that. Even if it's way more he's going through, he should just say he needs space and he's going through a lot. He don't have to give me the full breakdown, but don't tell me you're gonna keep up and you want to do this and then fall back. I don't feel like hot. I don't like that hot and cold. Yeah, so if that's the case, cut him off. Cut him off, girl. Don't stress yourself about it. It's coming, Zenny Pop. Does anyone else have questions, or did I answer everybody's questions? Sorry. Let me see. Water. Shake it and then see where it's at after you shake it. Okay, so I also was internalizing Jay's distance, and he said he didn't want to put what he's processing on me. And he did tell me after starting EMDR therapy last week, he was having a hard time manufacturing conversations with anyone. And I told him, it's fine. You can have your space. I would just appreciate if you told me. And he said, okay. I'm also realizing I got used to him texting me a lot throughout the day. And I was looking for that. And I need to start looking to other things and pouring back into myself like I was before I met him. Yeah. Yes, Alexis, that is a hard thing to transition from when you're used to talking to somebody every day. But I'm glad that you can look at the situation as, what can I do to empower me in this moment? So I'm happy that you have come to that realization of pouring back into yourself while he's going through his healing. I'm just mentally noting some stuff and keeping my expectations at a minimum. Yeah. Which sucks. I know it sucks, Shevish, but it's really the only thing you can do, because you can only control Shevish, So it sucks, when you expect for someone to have basic communication skills or whatever, and they don't inherently want to give you that, it sucks. So I understand that perspective. And yes, he should just not overly extend himself if he cannot meet your expectations. So I agree, he has to be accountable for saying that he was going to. So I understand that part as well. Okay. All right. You guys, let me know if you have any questions. So I plan to be on live tonight until 5. The latest is 5:30, depending on how the chat does. So you guys have a decent amount of time to talk with me, hang out with me, all that good stuff. And I'm going to probably come back tonight. It'll be an evening live. I don't have to work this evening, so that's why I'm saying that. For the next couple of days, I'll be getting on twice, sometimes maybe even 3 times a day, just to make sure I'm getting my views up and getting the algorithm flowing with my lives. So just kind of be expecting that. Did y'all get a notification, or did I have to? Well, I know, Alexis, I feel like you did, because I didn't reach out to you. Chevis, did you get a notification? I just want to make sure that this is making sense as far as like YouTube. He did come see me yesterday because I didn't go to work because I wasn't feeling the best. And he ended up meeting my niece and mother and got the flowers. That's beautiful. I love that. I tried to cut him off a day ago, and he was like, damn, I understand you want that reciprocation, but you got to understand people go through stuff or get crazily busy. He tried to pull the you young card on me. Like, boy, I got enough experience to know that, but that don't mean I shouldn't expect basic communication skills. Exactly. Yes, I got a notification. Okay, cool. And he pretty much did what I said he was going to do. Was like, oh, dang, like, you know what I mean? You ain't got to not talk to me. But it's like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, sir. Okay? So, it is what it is. You're going to get what you give. Okay? Yeah. So, that's just cause and effect happening, right? So I can understand how it can be an annoying situation when someone keeps on trying to force it themselves, and he's probably doing that as well. It's not obviously just you that's trying to make this work. It's him too, but he is not able to give into the connection fairly. So he needs to fall back too. He needs to respect you as a woman. Not saying he doesn't respect you, but respect the space that you are trying to create so that he can go through his shit, you know? I unfollowed him and everything. He made it up to me by being on the phone with me for a couple of hours. I told you Leos don't like to be ignored. I checked my notifications and I did, but I didn't see it because I was on the train. I just opened the YouTube app and I saw you were live. Okay, cool. As long as y'all are getting the notifications, because YouTube be freaking me out a little bit. I don't be knowing what's happening. And he was like, wow, you want to follow me? And not that Carlos thing. Not he compared to Carlos. He's something else about Carlos. He was like, I'm trying to be a good friend to you, and you still following that motherfucker who just want to fuck on you. Ooh. See, I told you. I was like, he ain't feeling Carlos for you. He know Carlos is a snake, baby. He trying to have your back for real. Like, Carlos is a snake, man. So yeah, you guys, I think like there's so much happening right now. I had some crazy stuff happen at work, y'all, and my boss was like, oh, we're going to take you off schedule for right now because you need a little bit more training. Okay, that's fine as long as I'm getting paid. But y'all, was some crazy stuff that happened a few days ago. And I feel like for me personally, it's definitely the eclipse energy. And then we have Cancer, Mars in Cancer, which is not a good placement for me. I don't like when Mars is in Cancer. Because I feel like people be trying me, and I'm smart enough to know what's happening, right? But it's still annoying because people are coming off very passive aggressive. Are y'all experiencing that? Because y'all have Capricorn placements. Are y'all feeling like people are being passive aggressive with you at work or like in your personal lives? Like they trying to test you. I also want to try to limit the amount of readings I get about Jay. Sometimes I just want to let go and see what happens and get more readings about. And that's awesome. I think that you should center yourself because you are you and you're beautiful and you have so many great things coming your way, you know? So it's totally not against the law to start focusing on your own readings for your own self, you know, and let him go through his therapy, get the help he needs so he could be a better guy for you if you still want to be with him, you know, down the line. But that's awesome. He may be going through some generational curse breaking. I think a lot of these men are. And it's not, some of them are trying to be hard-headed. But, you know, eventually they all going to have to succumb to their wicked ways. Let me not. But no, they're all going to have to go through their shadow work. And if you guys notice, there's a trend where women have their awakenings a lot faster. Some men do, but it's far few in between because they still are trying to operate off of patriarchy. But patriarchy is dying, it's dead. And now we have the matriarchy. So a lot of these men who are toxic, who used to do toxic things or think that women are supposed to be obedient to them, they're having kind of like a identity crisis right now. They don't know what to do right now. So if you notice, a lot of them are leeching back onto relationships. They're trying to let's be more strategic about what I'm saying. A lot of them are trying to leech back onto Black women. A lot of them. I don't think y'all are seeing it or noticing it, but I am. Because the Black woman is the matriarch. I don't care what they're talking about. The Black woman's womb is the matriarch. We are the only one that has the mitochondria DNA. So y'all pay attention to how these Black men want to get back with these Black women. A transfer of power. Girl, I'm back. Hey, girl. How was everything? Yeah, and he's a Cancer also. Exactly. Did I use that question? I'm so sorry, girl. No, you did not, girl. You can post it, though. Hello to everyone else. OMG, I've been seeing that, too. It's really crazy now that I say it. And you know what's being said? Black women do not save these Black men. Because we're tired of being the savior. Now, when I say we, I'm speaking as a collective. You know, I'm in a relationship, I'm fine. But what I'm saying is they're telling Black women, do not save these Black men. They have to go through their shadow work. They're not allowed to use Black women to heal, to do their work. So you guys pay attention. He poops. Okay. I didn't see it in his pull up when I checked, y'all. That wasn't on purpose. All right. Thank you, Black Widow Row, for putting your question in the chat. You guys hang out in the chat for me real quick, okay? I got to do this mommy stuff real quick. I'm going to change my son, get him set down and eat. It's going to take about 10 minutes, not even 10, maybe like 5 minutes, okay? So y'all continue to converse in the chat. I will be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. So sorry about that. All right. Alexis, thank you so much for your donation, love. You will be after Black Widow Row, okay? Black Widow Row, let's look at your question. Are you guys here? Do y'all hear me? Let me make sure before I start talking too much. Right, let black men go through their shadow work. Yes, we have to. Cannot save the black men or any man, honestly. They got to go through their shadow work. All right. I just got a general reading altogether. Okay, cool. Y'all hear me? Let me put it in the chat real quick. Okay. Hey, Ari. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Cool. If you can hear the music, then that's cool. That's good. Okay. All right. So let's get to Black Widow Row. Cool. Give me a general reading for Black Widow Row, Spirit. Give me a general reading for Black Widow Row. Thank you guys for liking the live as well. It's always greatly appreciated. General reading for Black Widow Row. All right. Now, Black Widow Row, you have the King of Cups reverse here in the Four of Wands. Let's look at this King of Cups reverse in the Four of Wands here. Okay. So I see a little bit of some conflict coming with a King of Cups reverse. So are you dating someone right now or in a relationship with a water sign? Because you have the Four of Wands, which talks about the home. It talks about, the Four of Wands also talks about a higher level of commitment. I see this person kind of feeling frustrated with the connection or feeling frustrated. Why? The Page of Cups is here. And the Hierophant, yeah. So so how do you feel about y'all going into like a higher level of commitment, like maybe moving in with each other, things like that? Because he's coming off like he's ready to wife you up, or he could be coming off like he's ready to take the relationship to another level, like as far as like maybe moving in together or something, a baby. And you could be kind of like, hell no. Okay, I want my freedom. The only reason why I said a child is because they have the Page of Cups here. Okay, Page of Cups could be represent a baby, a child. And you might be struggling with this because you're like, I am literally at the beginning of my new found sense of self, my new life, and I'm not open. Okay, you need to go poopy. Okay, and I'm not looking to do all that right now. Hold on, Zyla, put your sister on the potty, please. I'll get Jacob's food. Yes, he's frustrated because I haven't been really intimate with him. Also, he wants to be with me forever, but I told him I need to finish school. Also, I want my freedom. I don't want a man. Yeah, so it's like you're not trying to count him out, but in a way, it's like I need you to slow down a little bit with the Knight of Pentacles. Like, okay? Like, isn't this enough? And you really just want to tie me down. Now, this could also come from you being kind of triggered, okay? Because you could have always had people that tried to like put you in a box, or they could never really accept you being free. So they may have always created like conditional situations where if you didn't lower yourself or if you didn't become small, it was a problem, right? So he could be triggering those inner childhood wounds right now. And it could be kind of like making you a little bit like, is this the right time for a love? He wants to do that because he may be trying to, Spirit was trying to make it come out. He could be doing that because he's trying to get you pregnant. Okay, so be mindful of that energy because it's coming off like I'm trying to create a pregnancy. I want a baby with you. Okay, so if you are not on birth control protection, girl, be careful. His intentions are not coming off like, oh, I'm just a nympho. Like this is somebody that's trying to create a baby, even if he's not saying it. Like I told him, I'm not holding him back. Also, it triggers me because as a Caribbean, no man is my boss ever. Yeah, that's what it's coming off like. It's coming off like a trigger because of excuse me, people may have expected you to be a certain way, and if you didn't fit into that mode, it's like they may have, gave you conditional love, or they withdrew things from you. So now that you're finding that freedom, you don't want to be back there, because maybe you tried to do that and it just never satisfied, or it always felt like you were not living your truth, right? You're in birth control. Okay. Yeah, just I heard manifest. So he may be trying to manifest a deep. Now, how can I say this? It's coming off like a man that is trying to use what do they call it when a man tries to get you pregnant, to keep you kind of trapped to him or bound to him? Sedona, I hear you. Hold on, you guys. Okay, back, you guys. Sorry. Oh, my kids be tripping. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Your general energy. I feel like this situation is going to be where you're going to have to be honest with him if you haven't already, which I know you're an Aquarius. You have no problem doing that. But maybe you kind of was like, hopefully he just catches the hint. It's not coming off like that. It's coming off like this conversation is going to keep coming up right now. And it's because it's meant for you to draw the line in the sand. Okay. I'm not saying that you guys are going to end, but there could be an ending to the way that you guys go about this relationship. I hope that makes sense. Because Aquariuses and the Leos are called to be step into their authentic selves. Like, there's no wiggle room for you guys right now. You guys are in the spotlight for a reason. And for the next 18 months, Aquarius and Leo placements will be the main character. You guys cannot play it small right now. You cannot try to act, or you cannot try to be who you're not. And I'm not saying this to you. I know you're not. I know you're not doing that, but I'm saying in general, collective energy for Leo, Aquarius placements, especially you guys. Now, of course, we have the other fixed signs, Scorpio and Taurus, but Leo and Aquarius are the main characters for the next 18 months. Okay, so your life is going to look completely different from now until next year. So if there's anything that's calling you to not be your authentic self, it has to go away. It has to fall away. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing as far as your general energy. Are you feeling like you're ready to have that conversation with him, or are you just going to kind of let it play out and see what happens? Because I just feel he's coming on strong too. And I don't like it, because when a water sign man does not get his way, he can become emotionally manipulative. And that's what I was getting from him. Like him starting to do just erratic behaviors and trying to get your reaction. So just kind of keep an eye out for him doing stuff like that. Okay. Alexis, are you here, love? If you are, please post your question. I get this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No, I was going to let it play out. And yes, girl, I know water sign men all too well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they something else, honey. Can I have a general? Of course you can. This is for Alexis Spirit. Let's see what Alexis needs to know right now. Thank you guys for liking the live. I appreciate that. Sit down and get out that water. Give me a general for Alexis Spirit. General for Alexis. What's going on? General for Alexis. All right, let's see, girl. Now, Alexis, we have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is talking about connecting or having a deeper sense of purpose, having a deeper sense of oneself. You may be finding that no matter how you try to navigate situations, you always come back to yourself. You always come back to Alexis. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you may have been like in this energy of, I want to help, I want to extend the olive branch. And Spirit just keeps saying, no, 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 no. You help you. You pour into you. Okay. So that could be kind of like you accepting this with the High Priestess because your higher self knows that and you know that. This is not the time to extend yourself. So if there's situations that are causing you to extend yourself, there will be a divine intervention happening, okay? Because this is not the season for that, okay? Now we have the Ace of Pentacles here. The Ace of Pentacles is talking about the universe saying, I have so much more for you that you need to see. There's so much more things that we need to give to you. So we can't have you focusing on other people. We can't have you draining your energy. We can't have you draining your resources because we need you to prepare for the seat that is set for you at the table. So that is why you keep finding yourself back at the same spot. It's like the universe keeps picking you back up and be like, hey, no, come here, sit here. Okay. You're in a master class of self right now, Alexis. 1 second, y'all. Put in. Good job, sweet girl. Good job, sweet girl. I love you.
Can you put some chapstick on?
Yeah, I don't know if you were saying that to tell me that my lips are dry, or is that what you're telling me? Okay, anyway. Kids just, they don't got no filter. They don't care about your feelings. She's like, can you put some chapstick on? There you go. Bye-bye. Okay, so back to the message I'm receiving. Spirit has so much for you, girl. When I say this, I don't say this lightly. You are going to look back at these exact moments and be like, oh my God, my life has changed in ways that I could not have imagined, right? So that's what Spirit is saying. This is masterclass of Alexis right now. We have the Eight of Cups here. Now, the Eight of Cups can talk about, emotions. This could be a very highly emotional time for you. You could find that things that you thought you buried away are resurfacing. They're revisiting you. And it's not because Spirit is trying to keep you in a state of sadness or a state of like depression. It's to show you like where you're getting off track, right? So you might have situations where family is doing stuff and you're like, oh my God, like I feel like we just went through this shit, But it's like Spirit is showing you where you have to start drawing your boundaries when it comes to this. Okay. So the Eight of Cups is closing that chapter. Now, this, I will say this, okay? Because I also feel like you are being affected by that Saturn retrograde. What's your sign again, Widow? She's an Aquarius. You are also being affected by the Saturn retrograde, okay? But by the time that we get into the end of this year, you will understand more so looking back on why certain energies or connections had to take a pause or why certain things that happened had to happen. But it's because Spirit does not. When I tell you that Spirit wants you to be so energetically selfish right now, like, no, they don't want you exerting yourself anywhere else. All right. And you're going to have people that are going to try you. They're going to try to make you bend. They're going to try to pour these expectations on you. But this is time for you to say absolutely not and stand in that, because they're not meant to deplete you. They're not meant to take things from you. Okay. Then we have the Six of Cups here. And the Six of Cups talks about, it can talk about inner childhood, or it could talk about healing that inner child. So this is a period of healing. This is a period of healing and recalibration for you. And if there are situations that are happening around you that do not align, this is why. Because Spirit is wanting you to break these cycles. The moon is also talking about nurture, or the moon could talk about the mother. It could talk about motherly energy, divine feminine energy. Okay. And it's like spirit wants you to see who you are outside of these external forces, outside of these external energies. Okay. So that's like, you're going to be learning so much about yourself during this transit. Even with Aries retrograde, or Saturn retrograding Aries, and with Saturn in Aries in general. Okay. Now I know we talked about you being in your Saturn return, so that's why I said the moon is things that are yet to be seen. So you haven't learned everything that you need to learn. Okay. I can't say that you have, but by the time your Saturn returns over, you're going to see everything that I was talking about. Okay. So that's the general energy I have for you right now. Thank you guys for liking the live. Thank you, Ari. Did anybody else have a question? You're welcome. And to be honest with you, Alexis, I think all Capricorn placements go through this eventually at some point in their life, because Capricorn, and it's not that we want to be the scapegoat for people. It's because we actually, unfortunately, come up in families or around situations that people want us to figure it out for them. We tend to be born into families where the structure is all over the place, and we end up having to be the parent, or we end up being in relationships where we may get with someone who is, unevolved, and they want us to do the work. So a lot of the times it's not that we are attracting actively these people, but it's because a lot of us Capricorn placements are karmic, generational, karmic curse breakers. Like we are breaking curses from all types of situations. So don't be hard on yourself, for how you are feeling right now, or even the things that are happening. Okay. Thank you for your donation. Alexis, you can go ahead and post when you're ready, love. Need to charge my phone. Hold on 1 second, you all. What's wrong, Jackie? Thirsty, man? By the way, me and a guy got spicy again yesterday. So far, we've been doing the foreplay, but we're trying to find the right time to actually have sex. It hasn't felt right to actually have sex yet. Well, that's good that you guys are like not rushing into that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Ari. Also, you guys, I am doing celebrity readings. If you guys have any questions about celebrities, I know y'all like the little tea on them celebrities sometimes. So I want to know if I should do the 90 cleanse with Heal with Tiara or the workout plan I bought. Or can I do them simultaneously? Like, I haven't felt like I was aroused enough to actually get penetrated by his penis. Yeah, I mean, you guys are learning each other, so nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm all over the place, but I want to get healthier for real and be consistent. Yeah, I understand, Ari. Okay, so let's see. When it comes to Alexis, she wants to know if she should do the 90-day cleanse with Heal with Tiara, or the workout plan, or both. Should she do both? One or the other? Like, how should she go about this? So is the 90-day cleanse like a diet thing, and then you work out on top of that? Very true. Yeah. Let's see. What should Alexis do? Okay, so first thing you want to do, if you truly want to see results, it is talking about tackling the diet first. Okay, learning what your body needs, because a lot of the times, can I just be honest with you guys? A lot of the times we want to just jump into the gym and stuff, and that's all good and dandy, but sometimes it's a diet change. Sometimes we are sensitive to certain foods that are causing inflammation. Okay, sometimes it is a gluten allergy. So it's like Spirit is saying, the Six of Pentacles reverse, it talks about dealing with the diet first, dealing with the things that you need. dealing with finding the balance when it comes to your food. And we have the Four of Cups here. Okay, the Four of Cups talks about, yes, like they of course want you to work out too, but they feel like that it won't yield the results you want unless you're dealing with this diet issue. Have you been to a dietitian? Because I'm hearing that. So we have the Page of Wands here. You haven't. Are you struggling with something, like feeling because this could also talk about, like, even if you are making changes, you may still feel like you're struggling somewhere in your diet, like your body is not responding to something. Like, let's just say you cut out sugar. It's like, okay, I cut out sugar, but I'm still dealing with inflammation. So it's like something else is going on. I don't know. Let's look at the Page of Wands. Stuff for the Page of Wands. Now, Spirit has nothing. There's nothing wrong with wanting to take on the workout, right? But Spirit is just saying, focus on the diet first, and then of course incorporate workout, but do it in a way that it makes sense. So, ease your way into workouts, because obviously sometimes when we want to work out, we want to hit it hard. But Spirit is saying, be light and moderate with exercise for right now until you find out what's going on with the diet, because the diet is going to counteract the exercise, if that makes sense. I hope this is making sense. All right, so we got someone here that obviously doesn't get enough attention in their daily life. So I'm going to go ahead and put you in timeout, because I don't know why you thought that I was going to give you the attention that your mom and dad didn't. But I'll go ahead and pause you for 24 hours, and maybe you can call up your parents and get the attention from them. See you later. Anyway, another time we was doing some foreplay. Oh, okay. This time we tried doing it with different lube. That's okay. Yeah, and if it's burning, you may need to if it's burning, girl, you might not need to use that one. You might want to try something that's more water-based. Yeah, and this has happened before. It's like I don't actually feel better unless I actually do a cleanse and change my diet. Yes. Hey, Danny. Yes, I saw the Black Widow Rose. So sorry. I did see your donation. Thank you. You will be after Alexis. So that's what I was saying. Thank you, Danny. So back to what I was saying. Of course, work out. Spirit is saying it's fine, but also make sure that you're getting the results you want, right? With the 8 of Wands to the Star. So if you are able to go see a dietitian or get some labs done, Alexis, I think that will help you, because again, you may have a sensitivity to food or a certain thing, and it could be causing you to hold on to weight or deal with I heard cortisol too. Are you stressed out? Are you going through like issues with sleep or overly eating certain foods or stress eating? Because I heard cortisol, like it's loud as day. Thank you, ladies, for your donations. I appreciate you guys. Danny, should I upgrade my floor seat tickets to be closer to the stage for Kehlani concert this Friday? I got you, boo. She was just in Indiana. I hate that I missed her. OMG, my intuition keeps saying cortisol. Yes, you may have high cortisol levels. So that's what I was saying. Go get labs done. Go get checked out. Okay. It's not like it can't be reversed. Obviously, cortisol is a stress hormone, but you may need a little bit more magnesium in your diet. There's all types of stuff. Okay, so definitely do that part in contingent with the workout, so that you get the full results that you are looking for. Are the results obtainable? Absolutely. You got the Star as the last card of your spread. That means that your results that you want are possible. Even by Aquarius season, you can start noticing that certain clothes fit different or that your energy levels change. But Spirit is saying, do the full research about the food part, because there could be some things that you find out. And it's so funny, Danny, that you asked that question, because why Kehlani's song start playing? Okay. Yes, water base. You need to try that, because if it's burning, that's not a normal sensation that you should feel. Yes, neck is crazy. Okay, but I'm not gonna do it tight, okay? So I don't want you to choke. There you go. Okay. Let's go to Black Widow Row, okay? And then it'll be Danny. You actually wanted to go to the Kehlani concert? What happened? Girl in the world, not a delusional person coming into the chat. Yeah, I just kind of snapped on them, but they deserved it. But I can't. I'm broke. Maybe another time. Oh, yeah, I understand, girl, because I wanted to go to the Usher and Chris Brown concert, but them tickets was looking crazy. Alexis, I will. The herbalist who does the 90-day cleanse, she encourages to get our labs done so she can customize it for us. Yes. So I love that. I love that she is being authentic, because some people want to just sell you a dream. They want to just sell you a workout plan, knowing damn well that there are so many different variables to people's results. So I love that she is. Can you send me her link, girl? Because I want to do a cleanse. I was literally just talking about that. It's funny, girl. I feel like us Capricorn energies, like we all kind of in tangent with each other. Because why was I just talking about doing a cleanse where I just want to do straight soups for like 3 months? Obviously, I'm going to watch my diet and add protein. But it's like, or watch my sodium and add protein. But Spirit is like, do your soup. Do your soup. That's what Spirit's telling me. They're like, soup. This is the perfect time. It's fall. It's winter. Baby girl, lock in. Lock in and get them soups on. Darn, I missed it. You can record it. Let me rewind it, girl. You should hear it. I might be very sensitive to more than most, but yeah. So definitely try water-based, boo. Nothing was sent. What's your Instagram again? I know I followed you, but I don't remember the name. So it should be golden_queen92 or goldenqueen_92. It's one of them. I think it's goldenqueen_92. All right, Black Widow Row, you can go ahead and post when you're ready, my love. All right. Thank you guys for liking the live as well. It's always greatly appreciated. Also, you guys, if we do have downtime, I am open to do celebrity readings if you guys want that, okay? Obviously, I'm not going to do Hayden Panettiere. I'm not going to look into anyone who just recently passed away. I respect the dead, okay? But if you guys have other questions about other celebrities, let me know. All righty. I'm going to Cleveland, Ohio for my friend's birthday. How will it be? It's been a while since I saw her, and although I feel like... How is it going to be when Black Widow Road goes to Cleveland, Ohio for her friend's birthday? I love you too. We're growing apart because of my transformation. I want to know how will it be. Okay. So I do see that travel coming with the 3 of Wands. So you're definitely going to be landing there with the Hierophant. And honestly, you guys, the Hierophant talks about looking at the history, looking at the friendship from a perspective of like, yes, girl, like we may not see eye to eye. And yes, it may have been times where I felt like you were being very standoffish with me, But I see you honestly, just saying, look, I'm going to go and show my support because despite the chaos and the BS, I genuinely still care about you. Okay, so let's see how she's going to respond to you coming. Because I see you trying to be supportive, although you guys may not agree to everything that's, transpired between your friendship. So how is it going to go overall? Clarify that 9 of Wands to the 5 of Wands, Spirit. Yeah. Okay, so I see you giving a monetary gift as well. We got the 10 of Wands here. And I'm going to tell you something. Honestly, I think with the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Swords here, I feel like that you're going to find out a lot. She is coming off like she didn't necessarily know how you were going to either feel or think about her situation. And I don't know if like she has something going on financially, and she may be like hesitating to ask you for help. But I think like when you find out what's going on with her and you guys have a talk, it's like, okay, so I get it. I don't necessarily agree with what happened or how it happened, but I am still your homie. Like, I'm still your friend. I'm still your bestie. Like, why wouldn't you tell me that this was going on? So you may have felt like it was distance because of you going through transition, but I feel like for her, it was distance because of something going on in her life that she has not told you. Yeah, I feel like there's something going on in her life that she has not told you. Okay. And why am I picking up a male's energy in this? Even though there's not a male here, it feels like a male's energy has kind of contributes to her situation. And I don't know if you fell back because you did not agree with this situation or if she has not told you about this situation. But there's a male energy here, especially with this 10 of Wands. She's already has a concert near my city, Danny, but it's all right. Yeah, this isn't shade to her, but my friend is broke as fuck. Yeah, I would definitely go to Janae Aiko or Summer Walker concert, and since a concert would be nice too. She has been in between jobs for a while. Yes, Queen, I love my bestie, but she's always next to a man, and I strongly disagree with her about him. You know, a man that has nothing will help you to lose everything, and that has happened. He came to her with so the 10 of Wands in my deck is a man carrying boxes. Okay, when I say this man didn't have a pot to piss in and she let him come stay with her, or she let him use her resources and now she has nothing, that's exactly what happened. And I see her being like, damn, you was right. You know what I mean? Like, and it's almost like you may have felt like she kind of threw your friendship under the bus because of that. Like she kind of like latched on to her relationship. And you may have felt like when it was time for her to clap for you, she wasn't there. What? Ask Sissy to get you one.
Can you?
No, I can't. Ask your sister. I love Janae and says yes. I also wish I had the money to go to the Keisha concert. I love pop too. Okay. Focus on putting yourself in a better situation. It's not cool. Yeah. So it's going to be all right. Let me get back to the basis of your question. It's going to be all right. But I'm telling you, like, I see her having a breakdown with you, like a breakdown. Now, not gonna lie, you may kind of be like, look, girl, like, I ain't here for that surface stuff. Like, we need to talk, okay? Like, I see you being like, we need to talk. Like, outside of this party, like, we need to have a conversation because I didn't came this way. Let's link up. Let's meet. Where do you want to go eat? Or where do you want to go? We need to have a talk because I can't go back home with this energy, okay? So I've seen like a deep talk coming in. She's gonna tell you what's wrong. And remember when I told you that I said be looking out for someone who's gonna need your help. It could be a family member or friend, but somebody's gonna need your help, and you're gonna have to be discerning on how much help you're gonna give this person. Yeah, but that's my girl, but she be letting these men do whatever. Yeah. Because I hate to say this, but I don't necessarily know if she's going to stay away from that guy. Do they have any kids together or is she pregnant? Huh? Zyla, give Sedona a popsicle, please. Y'all ate all those popsicles? Jeez. Well, y'all don't have no more. I don't know. Yes, you can get a fruit cup. As for rappers, I would go to either Megan Thee Stallion concert, Doja Cat, or Cardi B. Okay, I knew it would be her. No, they don't have kids, but that's what makes it worse. Yeah, as much as I want to say, like, girl, after that talk, you and her are gonna kind of get back to your old way, like old times. No, I see her going back to this guy, and I do feel like she may end up having a kid with him down the line. So unfortunately, that's why I said be very wary of how much you help your friend, because she's not her old self. She's not the friend that you once knew. Okay. And one thing you don't want to do is give somebody help and then they're using that help to help a man. Okay. Yes, you can have one. So That is what I'm seeing as far as like this birthday situation. Yeah. I told her that Youngstown was supposed to be temporary and it's dragging her down. Yeah. OMG, don't tell. Yeah, girl. I don't necessarily see her ending fully with him. Like, I see he's coming off like he has a way to get, like, she may actually be trying to heal from him, but because she doesn't necessarily create, because she's still leaving a door open for him, in a way, he has a way of coming back when he wants to. They give like on and off couple. Huh? And it's hard to watch her friend go through that, right? Because it's like, girl, you are so much stronger than that. But I just, it's something there to keep, they have an attachment some kind of way, okay? So that's why I said help her, but help her with discernment. All right. Girl, remember I told you about how she got too comfortable over there and she refused to come move back down here when I offered her a job? Usually it's a man connected to that. Sometimes. Jacob had it. Look inside his pile of toys. By the way, speaking of Megan, hold on 1 second, Ari. Hold your thought. Let me talk to Danny. Okay, Danny wants to know, should Danny get seats closer to Kaylani? Okay, so should Danny upgrade her floor seat tickets to be closer to the stage for Kaylani's concert? Should she upgrade her seat to be closer to Kaylani for her concert? Danny. Where's her bottle at? Give it here. I'm pour some of that in there. Of course you should. Your intuition is telling you, yes, the opportunity is for the taking. When I say that she's going to see you, she's going to see you, okay? That Four of Swords is like, basically, if you were too high up, it would be like a missed opportunity. But if you move closer to her stage, she's going to see you. That's why you have the Ten of Cups as your outcome card. You're going to get exactly what you want from that. That's why your intuition is telling you to get closer seats, because this is an opportunity. The Page of Wands is a new opportunity. So, and I know you're tired of not being able to say or connect with her, girl. You've been feeling like the Four of Swords forever. You keep running into her and not being able to get that moment that you want. So Spirit is saying, yes, get closer to the stage so she can see you. She's going to see you. Hey, Fairy Goddess. And then remember, I told you she kept talking about these ain't shit, man. I told her to stop being around them. And haul ass back to Columbus. There's nothing for you. There is no future. It is the Great Reset. Yeah. Yep. It's okay. No, what are you sorry for, love? You're welcome. You got tea. What's going on, girl? Also, Fairy Goddess, be looking in your email so we could discuss this end of the month live, okay? Zyla, I have the bottle filled for you for the baby. If she still has hiccups. Yes, Lord, I need to know. Yes, get those seats closer to Kaylani. She's going to see you. You didn't see it because I haven't wrote you anything yet. I was saying be checking your email. As in like a future tense. Because she's so fine. She is beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. She's very pretty. Kaylani is very pretty. Yes, girl. Okay. Does anyone else have questions, you guys? She got those siren eyes. I wonder if she has a Pisces rising, Danny. You think Kaylani got Pisces in her chart? Sorry, Ari, I missed your comment. Let me see. By the way, speaking of Meg Thee Stallion, which I think I'm crazy if I said that Megan Thee Stallion is the female version of 2 Chainz and Doja Cat might be the female version of Drake. 2 Chainz, I'm not sure, because I didn't really follow 2 Chainz like that. I mean, he got some hitters, but I think Meg is a lot more relevant than 2 Chainz. She taps into different audiences, so I would have to disagree. She has a lot of different platforms that she taps into. And them Koreans love they Meg the Stallion. Doja Cat might be the female version of Drake. I could see. So she's a lyricist to me. Drake is not really a lyricist. If I could compare her to a male artist, I would say Kendrick Lamar. But she plays a lot on her words. Thank you, Danny. Kaylani gives off Pisces somewhere. So in September, I'm gonna have the biggest collab ever with someone that's like very famous in tarot. And I had a dream about Nani. I love her so much. That's crazy. That's awesome. Congratulations, Fairy Goddess. It's the rap style. Yeah, I feel like that Doja Cat gives more Kendrick Lamar. She does. She has major Pisces. Yeah, it's in her eyes. She has those siren eyes. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Them eyes that's enchanting. I feel like the only rising signs or like signs that can give you that is Pisces and Scorpio. Yeah. Hold on, you guys. Jacob, you gotta be kidding me. Why? Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you? You got your hands washed, Donna? Okay. All right, I'm back, y'all. Kaylani made a song called Water. She said, oh, yeah, I said she's a Pisces. I'm getting interviewed. Like, they're going to interview me instead of me interviewing people. And I have so many people that are wanting to get me into my Enchanted podcast. And I think that's awesome for you, girl. I think that this is exactly the realm you should be in. And you're doing your big one. And I'm so excited for you, for the opportunities that are coming your way. That's beautiful. Kendrick Lamar doesn't really hop between singing and rapping, which is why I respectfully disagree on that. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can respectfully disagree. I just feel like as far as her being a lyricist, she gives more Kendrick Lamar as far as a male, but that's just me. She does. Fairy, I didn't see you in live until hours after the live was over, girl. I saw the live and felt bad. I turned on your live notifications now. I hope that went smoothly. I love Siren Eyes. They be making me in love. Danny, what's your question, love? I met a woman that sounded like Cardi B before I found out. Found it actually funny and impressive, but wasn't bad wasn't a bad thing at all. Siren Eyes on men have always had me in a chokehold, but my man has the more hooded eyes. Yeah, I feel like people who have siren eyes be having like Pisces somewhere. Oh, sorry. No, don't worry about it. I can find it. Where is it? Okay, what will Kaylani think of my outfit head to toe? Okay, let's see. What will Kaylani think of Danny's outfit from head to toe? Are you gonna have Kaylani like merch? I don't know why I'm seeing like a face like Kaylani on your shirt or something. Let's see. So what will Kaylani think of Danny's outfit from head to toe? She's gonna like it. Yeah, the Temperance and the Empress. Okay. So she's gonna see your outfit is very balanced. You know, Tauruses are all about aesthetics. She's gonna love how you look. You're gonna look very beautiful to her with the Empress. The Empress is a very attractive woman. a woman that is divine feminine energy. So she's gonna definitely feel that off of you as a very divine feminine energy. Your aura, your scent, your everything just looks very alluring to her. Okay. She may even pause and shout you out in the crowd. Don't be surprised. You have the Wheel of Fortune reverse, so that's kind of like her pausing. Okay, and say something to you. Or she could call you on stage. I don't know. There's an opportunity for this moment to come full circle with the moon. So there is like this behind the scenes energy going on too with her. So don't be surprised if like you and Kaylani come together in the future as well. Like I don't think that this is going to be the end of you and her running into each other. Like there's almost like a pull there between you and Kaylani. Like you guys are supposed to experience each other in this lifetime. And when I say experience, I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about as far as like some type of business thing or some type of partnership down the line or something like that. Some people you are meant to meet. Like for instance, for me, I'm supposed to meet Chris Brown. Like I've been told that a lot. So, but I always knew that it wouldn't be until he was more like retired in his music career. So it's the same type of scenario for you that you and Kaylani are meant to eventually collaborate in something. Whether it be like she wants to go into more of like the island music, she kind of merges with that culture. You know, they switch it up. Just kind of like how Chris Brown started merging with more of the African Afro beat. Chris Brown started merging with that. So I see a merge somewhere with Kaylani eventually where she taps into more of like an island style music. Same with almond eyes. Yeah. Round out eyes on women are so adorable. Like the doughy eyes. You gonna make a poster. Ooh. Hi, Pisces. We were just talking about Pisces placements, and here comes a Pisces. Well, we got two Pisces in here now. We got Danny too. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Hold on, let me catch up to everybody. 2 Chainz. What? Chevish. Okay. You wearing plum, purple, and olive green. Ooh, very pretty. That's not big, but it's surprising how many Asian girls where I live are with black men. It's not a whole lot of those couples, but I still know a couple of them. Yeah, they still hanging out and floating around. It was okay, love. I just love that y'all show love to me so much. It make my day for. I love that for you, girl. Okay, Pisces. So the way that it works, love, is new subs get 1 free yes/no question. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. So yes, as long as you are new, your first yes/no question is free. Okay. And currently, it looks like that I just took care of Danny's question. Did I take care of the donation questions, you guys? If so, then Pisces, you are next. Yeah, doe eyes. She want to F me. Girl. Danny, you was wild, girl, on play. Even on men, doe eyes look nice on some of them. Yeah. All right, I've been manifested it, but when the time come, I will about it. Yay, I love the vibes. You sound so kind. Yes, I am very nice. I am very nice. Thank you for loving the vibes. We had a strong community of very beautiful women in here as well. So welcome in. We don't really get a lot of guys in here. I think we kind of scare them off a little bit, but whatever. Whatever. But yeah, we are a strong community of women, you know. IDK white girls with big doe eyes tend to avoid long, thick eyelashes. I don't know. Will KB make a move towards me soon? Let's see. So, will KB make a move towards Pisces soon? Will KB make a move towards Pisces soon? KB. I do see communication, but unfortunately, that's where it stays at. It just stays in a communication style. No action as far as physical. You got the 2 of Wands reversed. So, but I do see like maybe this person gets back in contact with you. You guys may have a conversation, but you're still for some reason not able to see eye to eye on something. So not physical move towards you, but more like communication. So Chevish has a celeb question. Girl, Alondri and Nick Low-Key got back together, but they're not disclosing it. They were just caught. Ari didn't mean to hide you, Pisces. Ari, girl, what be going on with those thumbs over there? They were just caught together. So now people are like, yeah, they back together. Is it a PR move or are they together? That's my celeb question. Okay, so is Alondria and Nick back in a committed relationship? Let's say that. I mean, they're not. They just have this thing where, okay, so the devil could come out because it could talk about two people that may have like moments where they kind of want to, come back into a connection, but not authentic love. This is more of like a lust thing, or this is more of like, how can we milk the situation? Okay, so the only reason why I said it could be like more of a lustful thing for them, and then also it could also be a little bit of a money grab, is because they have the Seven of Pentacles with the Five of Swords. So I don't necessarily see this being anything based off of love. Okay, they may just have a connection. When they fall apart, they come back together. They fall apart, they come back together. But it's not anything that's going to build into like a marriage or a long term. Okay, this is like the ex that don't stay away energy. Like, even if he moves on, the other girl may deal with Alondria kind of being a little messy, or vice versa. You know how that was with Taylor Swift and that guy she's with now that she's engaged to, and then the other girl that was what's her name? What's the girl that he was dating before Taylor? Got that girl's name, but I follow her on social media. But anyway, you remember how messy it was for them once he tried to move on to Taylor Swift? That's kind of what it's giving. Like, they may have a little bit of drama. Why I said TMZ drama. I still like wearing long lashes, but they kind of make my eyes disappear. Oh, that's interesting. All right. I love them on me. It makes me look better. I love my eyes to look evil, if that makes sense. Okay. It's sensitive. I'm a black person. Yeah, thank you. Hi, is it Maya or Mia? New sub. Are people still interested in me non-romantically, like popularity-wise? Okay, welcome to the channel. And thank you for liking the live. So, yeah, let's look into your question. Maya. Okay, thank you. All right, so this is for Maya. So Maya wants to know, are people still interested in her non-romantically, like popularity-wise? Are they still interested in her non-romantically? Maya. I'm not gonna lie, you still have ways to create that popularity. I'm hearing like you still have your original audience. Are you like a social media content creator or something? Because the Magician talks about still being able to kind of pull on the strings of popularity. Even if maybe, things could have been going a little slow for you as far as like, your content, maybe you haven't uploaded as much or something. I don't know. But it's like the Magician is yes. So the Magician is yes, you have the tools to bring back the audience or whatever this is. And like I said, maybe you took a break from something. Maybe you do content creating, or maybe you social media, maybe you are someone that has a platform on social media somewhere. But yes, people are still interested in you. Maybe it's just like, okay, then I will get back to posting content or something. I want to get the evil lash look at some point, goddess, but they do look great on women with large eyes. You should. They will look great on your Ari. Pisces question will. Oh, I read it off on Pisces. Yes, TikTok. Yeah, just get back to posting your content. You still got it. You still have your audience. They'll tune in. Just start posting again. Queen, can I ask you a question for the beginning of September? I'm not going to be on here. I'm going on another trip. So unfortunately, Fairy Goddess, I have to be fair with everybody. For all the mods, my questions cut off at the end of the month. But, of course, send me, if we're at the end of August and you're like, hey, I want to just post my question and you can answer it in September, cool. But I have to be fair to all the mods. All right, did I answer everybody's questions so far? Y'all let me know. Looks like I did. Okay, cool. Of course. Thank you guys for liking the live as well. It's always greatly appreciated. Does anyone else have questions? Y'all let me know. I'll be getting on tonight too, you guys. So if you guys want to come on tonight, I will be on. Okay? I'm just letting y'all know that. Let me know, you guys. I will be on live until 5:30. So y'all got a little under 20 minutes to hang out with me on live. And then I gotta get on my mommy-ish and make these babies some dinner. Cook for these kids. Because they be hungry. They be hangry. What you making? I was thinking of making like some chicken fajitas. Yeah, I was gonna make some chicken fajitas tonight. Stop yelling. They also have a chicken fajita pasta that I've seen on TikTok, but I'm kind of debating that too. That might be good as well. Hey, Shakira. Yeah, I know. I push in 2 hours. I be trying to do 2 hours at a time when I have the time, girl. But yeah, I'm getting off at 5:30 though, you guys. So just letting y'all know, if anybody else has questions, please let me know. I'm also again doing celebrity readings if anybody has a celebrity reading. Yesterday I made homemade mac and cheese like healthy way. And then I had a patty melt that was really good. I made it like healthy, yummy. Any advice overall for me? Okay, give me advice for Shakira Spirit. More. Okay. Yeah, the Page of Wands reversed and the Queen of Wands is here upright. Okay. 9 of Pentacles and the Fool. And Judgment. And the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So Page of Wands reversed could talk about like delayed action, delayed opportunity, right? But I really feel like when it comes to any delays you're experiencing right now, Spirit was saying it was just to build on like these delays that you could have had were just to build on your own personal power. There were certain things that needed to take place before you could have these things manifest for you the way you want. Okay. Spirit wanted you to be in a place of being comfortable. Okay. They want you to be comfortable when this situation does happen for you with the full energy. Okay. And the Judgment. So there's going to be an opportunity for something to come in. What is this with the Fool and the Judgment? But it was almost like Spirit wanted you to work on personal power. But this cycle of things is coming to an end because Spirit feels like you have learned what you needed to learn with that 9 of Pentacles. You are fully equipped and efficient for this next chapter. The Fool, the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, because they know that you put a lot of effort into building and even working on yourself. So this cycle is coming to an end, Shakira. Clarify the Judgment. Spirit is very proud of you and the progress that you have made. Spirit is very proud of you. But this is, yeah. Yep. New opportunity coming in. Spirit is saying with the Knight of Swords here, everything that you asked them for, you're about to receive. Be ready, because you have the Ace of Wands. It's coming. Those 5 of Cups energies are leaving your energy, and you are getting what you want. We have here the Seven of Wands and the Page of Pentacles is here. Yep, that's that energy that's slow. That was slow. It was like pulling teeth. But now you're getting what you want. King of Cups is here and the Three of Cups. So there's going to be a romantic situation that's getting ready to take off in the next 3 months, but it's exactly what you wanted. Okay, so that's why Spirit is saying like this energy is coming to an end. This chapter of your life is closing out as far as like being in these one-sided situations or not getting what you feel like you deserve out of situations or people. So you look like it looks like you're about to get back into the energy of partnership. A relationship is coming towards you in the next 3 months. One second, you guys. My son is tripping. Okay. I need advice, like me talking about this. How do you see it from like your perspective? I had a dream about me and Nani, and it was kind of like we were in a bathroom and she was going into like a stall and I was coming into the bathroom and we both looked at each other's eyes. Real, like her hair was in a messy bun and she was wearing like gray sweatpants and I didn't really get to see the top. And then she was wearing a backpack and that's what she wears a lot in her hair always. Well, so a bathroom is where you go to like relieve yourself. A bathroom is where you go to like discard waste, right? And you said that she was going into a stall and you were coming into that same bathroom. Is that what I'm getting? So this could talk about like you both are doing some type of internal releasing of different situations. However, you guys are still on the same path. Because like I said, a bathroom could represent needing to release something. Hey, you got a skateboard? Go play. Yeah, water park type. Yeah. So you guys probably are still on the same path, but you both are doing some internal releases. Like, you know what I mean? Of maybe things that don't serve you. And especially because you both are fixed signs, right? She's an Aquarius, you're a Taurus. So bathrooms can be symbolic of that. Yeah, it was like we was falling in love with each other. Yeah, and it could just be like you guys were still showing each other how much you care, but you knew that you had to go separate doorways for a second so that y'all can work on whatever these situations are that need to be released. Does that make sense? She said waste. Yeah, I mean, it's waste. I mean, you go to the bathroom to waste, get rid of waste. Look, I'm trying to be politically correct here, okay? Don't judge me. So, I hope that makes sense. Dreams have been weird, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Now that you put it like this, I feel like in the past, and we come out into like new, like falling. Yeah, exactly. And dreams have a weird way of like showing messages, right? So it's just kind of looking at it and kind of like, okay, how does this fit into what's happening right now? So yeah. Like we never did, but if that makes sense, yeah. Yep. Does anyone else have questions? I will be getting off live in the next few minutes. I don't dream like that. I think it's because there's a Neptune retrograde happening soon if it hasn't already started. But let me check my app. What is my app called Astrobella. I love this Astrobella app. Does anybody have it? Oh, you know why you may have had that dream? Because you have the moon is in Scorpio. So if you've been a Taurus, any Scorpio transits are going to affect you because that's your sister sign. Yes, I answered it. You talking about Nick and Olandria? I answered you. So that may be why your dream was so vivid and deep, because of that. And then the bathrooms, water, because bathrooms are full of water. So that, come on, that's not a coincidence either. But I think it's because the moon is in Scorpio. Is Neptune? Oh, Neptune did go retrograde. Oh, it's been retrograde for a while. So it was probably the moon in Scorpio that affected you. No, Jakey. I feel like it was because I gave the goddess an author. I made them a handmade candle and I put essence oil. My brother was connected to me too the other day. He was sending me animes and he told me to watch an anime and it was like romantic. Oh, wow. That's deep. So yeah, I think that's just what I'm getting from it. Your celeb question about Nick and Olandria? Is that what you were asking me about, Shevish? Okay. Yeah, I said I answered you. I answered your question a while ago. Yeah, you just got to rewind it. Oh, wow. She's in labor, you guys. Nevaeh, Blueface baby mama. Jesus. To bring a child into a household like that, he's having sons for a reason. He has a daughter, but he's a mess. Hopefully his sons break that generational shit. Because this is a Leo that he's going to have. That's his opposite. This child's going to challenge him. For that child to be a Leo, they're going to challenge him. Does anyone else have questions? Let me know. Live is closing. Anybody else have questions before I end this live? I don't have Scorpio. I have a lot of Aries and a lot of Aquarius and a lot of Virgo right now. Yeah, so you're probably referring to what I was saying. I was saying that any transits that happen in Scorpio are going to affect you because you are a Taurus and your sister sign is Scorpio. So if a moon's in Scorpio, you're going to feel that. If there is a retrograde in Scorpio, you're going to feel that. For hindsight, we have Mercury retrograde that's going to be happening in Scorpio and then going back into Libra. So be kind of looking out when that time comes because it's going to impact you and all the fixed signs, but primarily Taurus. So yeah, any transit in Scorpio, you're going to feel. You just bust down some Tostitos. Like the pizza? Why are you trying to give them cake? They don't need it. They don't need it, baby. Is that bad? No, it's not bad at all. No. So let me put it in perspective. All right, so let's say the moon is stationing in Cancer. Okay, I'm a Capricorn sun. Cancer is my sister sign, so I'm gonna feel that a lot more than any other sign. You know what I mean? It's not like a bad thing per se, but I may have more vivid dreams. I may, kind of experience some of that Cancer energy. I already have a Cancer moon, so to be honest with you guys, I literally take on the energy of the moon every 2.5 days. Okay, that's how it is for me because I have a moon in Cancer. But I'm just giving you an analogy. I'm gonna give you an example of what I meant, but it's not a bad thing. Um, Taquitos. Okay, you said Tostitos. I'm like, you just went straight for the bag of chips, no salsa.
Crazy.
You funny. Taquitos are fire though. I love to so I gotta get an air fryer, y'all. Tears. I got an air fryer because what I would do is I would put my Tostitos in the air fryer and then I would like take them out and put like guac on them, sour cream, salsa, cheese, and so it would like make it like a crispy taco per se. Like, you know what I mean? It's so good that way. I love taquitos. But anyway, you got one, girl, please, because my kids no, they didn't break my air fryer this time. It actually short circuited, which is so annoying. I may reach out to the company and see if they'll give me a replacement. We'll see. You would order an air fryer? Yeah, you got to get your air fryer, girl. They like $50 on Walmart. I don't know how much they are where you are, but girl, get you a little personable air fryer. Or do your dad be tripping? Like, no, I don't want none of that in my house. All right, you guys. I'm gonna get ready to close this live. Oh, that is lame. I plan to come back tonight at like 10, okay? If you guys can catch me. So I'm going to read this real quick before I leave, just to leave y'all with some energy. Just to leave y'all with some energy perception, okay? Perspective, okay? Girl, what the hell you mean it's not the normal one? What kind of air fryer you got? So I follow this person on Facebook. Her name is Pisces Moonbeam Astrology and Energy Oracle Readings. And she's really, really great at explaining transits because I'm big into like transits and finding out what's going on in the sky. So she says, energy alert happening now. Time to see if they mean what they say and time for you to put your money where your mouth is. Mercury in Leo trine Saturn in Aries is bringing a powerful reality check around words, promises, choices, and follow through. Today favors conversations that matter, ideas that can stick long term, and decisions that require more than just talking. It's time to see who actually means what they say, and it's time for you to put your money where your mouth is. Not just like talking the talk, but walking the walk. Serious thoughts and conversations about structure, responsibility, and choices are coming into focus. What are you willing to commit to? What are you willing to build? And does what you are choosing to actually align with your passion, your identity, what allows you to truly shine? Then comes the Scorpio moon squaring Jupiter in Leo, turning up the emotional volume. Feelings can feel really big right now. Reactions can become dramatic. Someone may overpromise, exaggerate, or reveal too much. Reach out, make a bold declaration, or suddenly realize they can't keep pretending they don't care. But this isn't just about what someone says. Watch what they do. The Scorpio moon wants truth beneath the surface, while Mercury trine Saturn asks for consistency, accountability, and proof. Today can expose the difference between a promise and a commitment, between saying, I want this and actually doing something about it, between telling someone you care and showing them, between having a vision and being willing to build it. Sun, moon, and rising feeling this the most is Leo. Your words, identity, and choices are front and center. You may feel ready to make a declaration or take action. Just make sure your actions match your words. Scorpio, the moon is in your sign, intensifying your emotions and instincts. You may be unwilling to accept surface level answers today. You want the real truth. Aries, Saturn in your sign demands maturity and accountability. If you say you're going to do something, you're being pushed to actually do it. Taurus, relationships, trust, and emotional security can become major themes. You may be looking closely at whether someone's actions match their promises. Aquarius, deeper truths around control, relationships, and what you really want may surface. That's so crazy because I literally said that to Black Widow Road, even though she's not in the chat anymore. Don't ignore what you see simply because you hoped for something different. Leo, Scorpio, and Aries may feel this energy most intensely, but strong fixed sign and cardinal placements can feel it too. Today isn't about making the biggest promise, it's about making the promise you are actually prepared to keep. Words are easy, follow through is the proof. Remember who you are. That is so deep. So that is probably what you are feeling, Fairy Goddess, and anyone else that has very strong fixed sign energy and cardinal energy as well. Not the Leo. I hate Leos now. He's so boastful. Yeah. So Shevish, that is probably why you are frustrated with him as well. But this transit is calling for follow through. So if you guys are right now looking at things and being like, who is showing me the most consistency? That's intentional. That's all intentional right now. So I usually like her because she goes into detail and she's not doing you have a sextile with the 9-degree point at Jupiter. Like she actually just talks. Because I hate when I'm reading something about astrology and it's like a conjunction is happening at 9 degrees and 5 points over from Saturn retrograde. Like, what the hell? Can you just get to the meat and butter of the potatoes, the meat and potatoes of the meal, you know? So I like her a lot. She explains it so well. Everybody wants a Leo. Yeah, right. Now I've been spending it on me and I've been feeling like getting my money the most right now. And with my relationship, I've been looking at her actions more than her words. Exactly. And so it's all in alignment. Okay. All right, ladies. I just wanted to leave y'all with that a piece of knowledge. And until the next time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could screenshot and send it to you. Yeah. Well, it's kind of a lot, so I'll have to screenshot it in like 2s or something. Do you have a Facebook? Why don't you follow her? She's like, she's public. Her page is public. That way you can keep up with what she's talking about because there's going to be transits every time, for the rest of the month. 1 second, ladies.